Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Ultimate Review. This episode, you're going to get the most detailed review of the Beyerdynamic MMX 150 USB gaming headset. Now, I'm going to obviously talk about the build quality, the unique features, and the audio quality. But as always, before we begin, if you do enjoy watching my videos and appreciate the effort I put into these, please show your love and support by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And after watching this review, if you decide to pick up these headsets for yourselves, my only request is that you use the link of this product given in the description below to make your purchase. That way, you'll be helping me run this channel and I can produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. Alright, so with that said, let's begin. Now, Beyerdynamic as a brand needs no introduction. They've been around for decades. They're one of the best brands out there, and it's a German brand, by the way, that makes some audiophile grade headsets as well as consumer grade headsets. So in terms of quality, there is nothing you need to worry about. Now, talking about this particular headset, the MMX 150, this is made for gamers in mind, and they've got some unique features that will be very beneficial for gamers. But not just gamers, some are also going to be useful for normal music listeners as well, and we'll get more into that. But first, let's talk about the build quality. Now, the MMX 150 is constructed with a mixture of plastic and metal. Now, the plastic is not cheap feeling plastic. It's a robust, well-made, no jagged edges, and it's got a heft to it. While it weighs a little over 300 grams, it doesn't feel as heavy on your head. Now, on the top, as you can see, this plastic portion on the headband has got the Beyerdynamic logo embossed. Underneath that, you have a padding layer which is made of memory foam, which is going to rest on your head, and it's very soft to the touch and is very comfortable when it rests on your head. Now, obviously, you can adjust the length of the headset with this metal band which you can pull out, and the ear cups themselves also have memory foam padding, and these ear cups are super soft and they're also very comfortable, and these are circumaural ear cups. So what that means is it sits around your ear, not on your ear. So the advantage is it gives you very good passive noise isolation, thereby cutting out every outside ambient noise. Now, as you can see on the ear cups, it's got a hole on each of these ear cups. Now, these are actually microphones and they serve a very unique purpose, which I'll get to later. Now, while these ear cups don't swivel, they do tilt, so it will naturally find the position on your ear. And after wearing it for hours on end, at least for 3 hours or so, they didn't fatigue my head or my ears, and the pressure wasn't too much where it got uncomfortable. Now, the MMX 150 comes with 3 detachable cables. One is the microphone, the other is a USB-C to 3.5mm audio jack, and the last one is a USB-C to USB-A cable. Now, these cables are also built like a tank. They are braided cables, they are thick, and they feel very sturdy, and they are definitely going to stand the test of time. The one great thing about the MMX 150 is that apart from the cables, even the ear cups are detachable. So that means if in the future, when it gets worn out or something gets damaged, you can exactly buy that exact part that you need instead of replacing the entire headset. So that saves you a lot of cost in the future. Now let's talk about the features of the MMX 150. So the ear cups pack 40mm drivers inside, and the microphone that we have here is a cardioid pattern microphone, and I'll also give you a sample of this microphone quality. Now, this microphone has a bendy mechanism, as you can see, and this is very useful because when you're wearing the headset and gaming and you're talking to your peers, thanks to this bendy mechanism, you can place it exactly where you want from your mouth instead of it having to be in a fixed position all the time. Now, on the left ear cup, as you can see, you have this button and it's surrounded by an LED ring. And I'll get to what this button does later on. Now, you can use the USB-C to 3.5mm audio jack cable, and you can plug this into any device that supports a 3.5mm audio jack, and you're good to go. But if you want to use all the unique features of the MMX 150, you'd want to use the USB-C to USB-A cable, because the MMX 150 doesn't have an inbuilt battery. So for you to use all its features, it needs to draw power from a device such as a PC. And you'd want to really use the USB-C to USB-A cable because the unique features of the MMX 150 are something that are ideal for gamers. Now, as I spoke about the button, so this button is a multifunction control button. So you can click this button and of course you can scroll this button to adjust the volume. Now, as soon as you plug in the USB-C to USB-A cable, you'll see that the LED ring around the button lights up. So when it's orange, that means it's in its normal mode. Now, say you're in the middle of a game and you're talking to your peers, your online players, and you want to say something to someone around you and you don't want them to listen to what you're saying. So when you press this button, the LED ring turns red, letting you know that the microphone has been muted. And it happens very instinctively, and there is this audio which plays, which will let you know that it's been muted. Now, the unique feature of the MMX 150 is its augmented mode. So you can activate this by long pressing this button, and the LED ring will turn turquoise, letting you know that now it's in augmented mode. And what this does is that it uses the microphones housed in the ear cups to let in the outside noise. So your environment will be audible to you even when you're gaming. So I think this is very useful if you've been playing for hours on end, ignoring all your household chores, and your mother is sneaking up behind you to whack you on the head with your slippers. So you'll be able to know when that door creaks, it's open, and she's creeping up behind you, and you'll be able to save your ass if that's the case. Now, all jokes aside, the augmented mode actually works really well because when you turn it on, you can listen to your surroundings, your voice sounds natural, and it kind of eases the pressure somehow when you place these ear cups on your head. But on the flip side, what I found was even though these don't have active noise cancellation, thanks to their circumaural design, the passive noise isolation these ear cups provide is also very good, and you understand this when you turn off the augmented mode. Now let's talk about the microphone. So this detachable microphone actually has a cardioid pattern, and it's got something called meta voice. This microphone surprised me with its microphone quality because I wasn't expecting something to sound this clean, this good, and something to really block out and isolate my vocals from the ambient noise. And to give you a demo, here's a recording using this microphone. Alright, so with the build and the features out of the way, now let's talk about the main thing, which is the audio quality. Now you guys know if you're an existing viewer, and don't just say good sound or bad sound, I judge these based on how they produce the 3 frequencies that broadly make up any sound that you hear: highs, mids, and lows. Highs where the sharp instruments are, mids where the vocals lie, and the lows or the bass. Now, I've just noticed that these headsets have a very balanced sound signature. No particular frequency is given extra preference. So the highs sounded very natural. They weren't too sharp, they weren't too blunt, they didn't have sibilance, they weren't fatiguing to my ears, they sounded natural. The vocals or the mid frequencies, again the vocals also sounded natural, there wasn't any hollowness, there wasn't any artificial sharpening, they weren't artificially brightened as well, they sounded very natural. And talk about the low end or the bass, now keep in mind these are gaming headsets, they're not made for music listeners. So for that purpose, the bass response is adequate. It doesn't have boomy bass. It doesn't have something that's really going to rumble in your ears, but it's got adequate bass. So even if you're using this to listen to music, you'd be satisfied so long as you're not expecting the kind of bass that you expect from a bass head specific headset. So you'll obviously feel the thump. There is that bass response. It's punchy, but it's very adequate and accurate bass, nothing too boomy. But now let's talk about my experience when I use this headset while gaming. Now, I am not a gamer by any means, but I do enjoy playing Call of Duty every now and then. So when I was playing Call of Duty wearing these headsets, what I found was that it's got a very wide soundstage, and every detail in whichever frequency, whether it's highs or mids or lows, was very clearly audible, and there was spatial awareness. So every footstep, every explosion in the distance or gunshot, everything was very precisely audible, which I guess is very beneficial if you're a serious gamer. I guess that gives you some advantage. So in that sense, for a gamer, I think this is absolutely fine. Now, if you're a music listener and if you're wanting to get this to listen to music, I wouldn't say you will be disappointed, but like I said, this provides you very accurate, I would say kind of a flat sound signature without emphasizing any particular frequency. So obviously you will enjoy that, but if you have any particular sound signature in mind, that might disappoint you. Now obviously you can use the EQ of your music player to tweak the sound to your taste, but right out of the box, it sounds, I would say, flat, and that is a good thing if you want the most accurate sound that you can get from these headsets. Now guys, the only downside I found with the MMX 150 is when you're using just the USB-C to 3.5mm audio jack cable, it just becomes a normal headset. You won't be able to use any of the unique features such as the button and the augmented mode. I wish it had an inbuilt battery, so that I could use those features even if I'm using the 3.5mm audio jack. Apart from that, I would say that the MMX 150 has got a tremendous build quality. It's ideal for gamers with its unique features, and its sound quality as well as the microphone quality I think just works excellent, and it's a no-brainer for gamers as well as someone who's willing to use this just to listen to music if that's your case. So guys, that's been my review of the Beyerdynamic MMX 150 USB gaming headset. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I gave you all the details necessary for you to decide. If you still have any other questions, do hit me up in the comments below. If I know the answers to that, I will definitely let you guys know. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please show your love and support for this channel by smashing that like button, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And like I said, if you do decide to pick up these headphones for yourselves, please use the link given of this headset in the description below to make your purchase. It will never cost you anything extra, but you guys, as always, will be helping me run this channel, and I can produce more such high quality and helpful content for you guys in the future. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.